Hello everyone, I'm Sargam Tiwari representing TechJobsFair, and it is my great pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all of you joining us for our exhilarating live webinar on IT and tech jobs in Austria. I'm very excited to share that today we have our special guest speaker from among the top companies in Austria, Helga Niola from Global Blue and Timo Hall from Today Experts. Today, our guest will present valuable insights on the current open positions within their esteemed organizations. In addition to shedding light on the exciting career opportunities, they will also provide comprehensive information about the company culture that shapes their work environment. Furthermore, our speakers will elaborate on the exceptional facilities and perks that await individuals who choose to join their respective companies. So let's get started. Hi, Timo. Hi, Helga. How are you?
Hello, fine. Very happy to be with you today. Really, very happy, excited. And even if my name is German, I'm not German. Let's start from this point. My name is Helga Niola, as you said, and I'm actually the Global Talent Acquisition and Retention Partner for Global Blue. I joined the company 1 year and 2 months ago. It's a company, let's start to say this, that is so dynamic that honestly, time flies and it seems like 10 years passed. I'm in charge, as I said, about the talent acquisition, retention, and pro branding for the group. So just starting from this point and why we are here and talking about Austria, because we have a big hub here. I'm in Austria today, a big hub of technology that serves basically all the company. So that's why from our perspective, Austrian market is so important. So thanks again for this opportunity. And if you
Thank you.
agree, let's start with the presentation. Okay?
Yeah, sure. So, Timo, once Helga will share the presentation, then we will come to you. Okay?
That's fine for me. Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Thank you
Timo,
so much.
because ladies first.
Exactly. Makes my life easier anyway, Like if I go second, please go ahead.
Thanks a
Yeah,
lot. So
thank you
let
so
me
much.
share my screen first. Just technical time. Okay, great. Just to be sure that you are seeing my screen. So let's start with, of course, a vision about the company, who Global Blue is, and after, of course, to go through our HR approach. So basically, what is the environment here, what you can expect from this perspective, and on the other hand, of course, the kind of people that we are looking for. So let's discover Global Blue in terms of business. Basically, we are a strategic technology and payment partner. So this is very important, I think, to underline. And we work directly with retailers, with merchants. So we have a very strong partnership with them. And we are working with the main luxury brands that you can imagine, like Gucci, like those kind of brands. So let's see which are the 3 different line of business that actually we have in Global Blue. We was born more than 40 years ago as tax-free shopping. We invented the tax-free shopping business, and today we are still the number 1 of the market. So we are the industry leader. So basically, from this perspective, of course, we support our partners, our merchants, our retailers about the tax-free shopping, the transactions that basically are linked with the tax-free shopping. The second line of business is linked to the payment services that you can understand that is, of course, very linked to tax-free shopping, but not only. And from this perspective, it is, how to say, it was not from the beginning, so it's something that we put in place during the years, and now we provide a full suite of payment solutions, so very linked, of course, to the technology. And the third one is the retail tech, so the complementary technologies that we can offer in terms of retail tech. And we had 3 different companies that just joined Global Blue Group that are ShipUp, Yokuda, and Zigzag. That basically they can complete this, like technology for post-purchasing technology, digital receipts, so to have less paper, thanks to God. And of course, to manage the e-commerce returns. So this is about our business. And as you can imagine, of course, what is linked to this? It's linked to the fact that we have a big BI departments as well, because there are a lot of information that we can, of course, collect, because we have this relationship, of course, with the merchants. We are linked with the payment services, so we can have a very, very interesting, let's say, observatory in terms of the trends of the customers. Then let's move to the more HR part. So let's discover which are our values that, of course, are very, very important to understand the company, the environment, and the kind of people, of course, that we are looking for, the people that we are. So our values, of course, the first one, let's say, is innovation. So that's why we are here, and we are, of course, looking for people that can help us to continue to be always innovative. Empowerment, collaboration, of course. We are a very, very diverse company. We have people coming from all over the world. Like today, I'm here in the hub of Vienna, and we have so much nationalities here that working together. Respect, of course, and we are very focused on customer. Customer could be external, but customer is also internal. It depends. Then let's discover our people and the strategy that we have in place in terms of HR. So what we have at the heart of our culture, as our senior vice president, group HR director says, it's to listen to our people. So mainly all the projects that we are putting in place really starts from our people, from their feedback, from what they think it's very necessary to put in play and to put in place, and how to help them to be more successful. So basically, join Global Blue, it means to be a part of, let's say, a big family. We are around 2,000 employees all over the world in 50 different countries. So imagine, but a part of a very pioneering technology company. So this is very, very important to underline. And of course, our success is driven by our people, our talented people. So as I was saying, we are almost around 2,000 employees all around the world, coming from 50 countries, coming from 81 nationalities. So it's really, really, really multicultural oriented. We come from all over the world, as I said before. So it means that we can really, develop and to be richer, because we have so many different cultures. And then you can see here some figures to understand better our population. So we have a 6 years average length of surveys. We had in the last 5 years 337 promotions and job rotation. If you compare to how many people we are, it's very huge. And in terms of balance of diversity inclusion, we have around 50-50, so 55% women and 45% men. The reason why join us, honestly, there are a lot of reasons why, but I don't want to bother you too much. So let's focus on the main one. For us, what is important is to underline that, as I said many times, we are a very unique and flexible environment, very diverse because of the fact that we are multicultural, and for us it's very important to have this. And our culture, it is really to do aim at better the things. So we are very passionate about what we are doing. What is important, for us, it's really the basic, is to feel good. So to have a very positive environment, and also to have the opportunity to give the opportunity to the people to flex work with us. What it means, we have an agile working model, in place, because we know that in our world one size doesn't fit all. So it's important really to give to the people the opportunity to have this balance between their personal life and working life. And then it's important for us to underline that growing with us, it means to growing in a high-tech environment. So that's why we are so oriented in innovation. Then, and other reasons, more, let's say, technical, a little bit, to enter more in the business. technical but in the business, is to discover and create and innovate, as we already said. So it's really to find always new solutions. So as I mentioned before, in terms of the business, for example, we started in tax-free shopping, but after, during the years, we opened to new kind of businesses, and we are continuously, open to other new kind of business. So this is, our soul, in effect. So join us, it means to being a part of an advanced digital ecosystem, as you can see here in the presentation. Then, of course, we are, as I mentioned before, relationship with the most desirable luxury clients. So it means that, of course, as I mentioned before, we have this capability to provide, studies, benchmark of the market. So this is very interesting. And the opportunity, of course, to propose innovative payment services. So those are the elements. But I don't know why it's blocked. Sorry for that. Let me just do this. Oh. Okay, now it's going. ID experts. So why join us? So let's go through more, technical things. So first reason why, because we have mature agile methodology widely implemented. So we have 15 Scrum teams in place, and leveraging the Atlassian tools. This is the first point. The second, we have the latest version of development frameworks. So we use .NET Core, Angular, Java, and .NET MAUI. Private cloud-oriented solutions, high coverage of test automation, and high-performance platform. This is very, very important. And this is deployed almost in all the countries that we are there. At the airports, more than 700 airports, you can imagine. So we are talking about very huge dimension in terms of platform. And then let's arrive to the end of this presentation and how we can really make the difference together. So first, which are the positions that normally we are recruiting? Let's say the evergreen positions. So first, in terms of products, so product manager, product owner, Scrum Master. Then more from the engineering perspective, Java developers, .NET developers, Q&A engineers, and also system engineer, application support, field service engineer, and engineer IT support. How it looks like the recruitment process could be a question. So, oh, great, I discovered Global Blue. It's an amazing company. Oh, great, let's apply. But what I have to expect in terms of process? So you will call a first contact from my team, from a talent acquisition specialist, to know better, of course, Global Blue. So our approach and all information, of course, that you need more deeper. And from our side, of course, we'll go through your CVs to understand better your skills and to understand if basically we are made for each other. Then, if we move to a second step, we will have a first interview with the hiring manager. So, who basically will be your manager. Then, there is a third call that is based on evaluation of your tech skill. Depending on the profile, could be a little, extra homework that you have to do or a business case. Normally, it's homework. So we go through together of the homework and we discuss, of course, the tech skills, because we need to understand, again, if we are to work each other. And then we arrive to the end of the process with a very quick, call with the team. I think it's important also from the candidate's perspective and side to understand who will be my future colleagues. And if everything goes well, of course, we close with an offer. How to apply? It's very simple. Our career website. So if you go to and you digit on Google www.globalblue.com, there is the career section, and then you can apply. And of course, good luck. But let's see how it looks like. So this is our career page. And then, as you can see, there is this part, view job openings. You click there and you can start for your application. And so I finished my presentation. I would like to share with you this point. What are you waiting for? We are waiting for you. We are waiting for your CVs. And so more than happy to have you on board and to be together to build our future together. So thanks a lot for the time.
Well, thank you so much, Helga, for sharing this presentation and also sharing about these open position. Those who want to join, definitely they can visit the website global2.com and visit their career page. Thank you so much, Helga, again.
You're welcome. Thank you to you for the opportunity. It was really, really nice.
Thank you. Now I would like to invite Mr. Timo here for this another presentation. And hi, Timo, are you ready?
Hi, how are you? Should I just start with a little bit about myself? Would that be a good start? Right, so my name is Timo Dommerholt. I am also actually not Austrian, I'm Dutch. I do speak German though. I have been active with my company, Today Experts, for the past 2 years. I'm currently in a role as the lead for active sourcing, which means that I lead a small team which do active research on different platforms such as LinkedIn, Carrière.at, and other platforms to find experts to come and work for us in different interesting projects. More about us then. Firstly, I'd like to apologize. I don't have a nice presentation like Helga had, so you're gonna have to bear with me and my face for the time being as I go through the points that I've prepared for today. I'm hoping to keep it short and clear, and I hope everyone will bear with me. So Today Experts, what are we? We're an IT consulting firma. We have been active for the past 13 years in Austria, in 3 locations. We've got an office in Vienna, we've got an office in Linz, and an office in Graz. Recently, we've expanded into the international, European market, and we've expanded into Hungary, and we're currently planning expansions into Germany and into Bulgaria as well. So both to find new customers in those areas, as well as finding new potential employees in those areas as well. Our main business is the finding, recruiting, and supporting of IT experts and placing them in projects with some of our customers, which I will get to later. But effectively, our main area of expertise is infrastructure, software development, and project management in IT. And that is effectively the main kind of skills that we're looking for, as well as some other ones like Scrum Masters, Agile, and non-IT project managers. We also look for, among other roles, which we all have on our website, which I invite you to have a look at, todayexperts.at. Then a little bit more about us and how we operate. We find it very important that our employees enjoy their work. Our slogan is actually celebrate work, and we also feel like this should be strived for in every aspect of working for us. So the way that we operate is we have a core team of about 20 to 30 people that support our IT experts in different projects. And we make sure that these experts are supported, happy, and want to continue growing in their roles as well. We find it very important to have strong connections with our employees and encourage them to talk among each other as well. Obviously, with us, they would be deployed into many different projects with different customers. So the networking is obviously a very important step in growing both professionally, but also gaining some insight into how other companies might operate and maybe learning something and being able to apply that into your own field. We work with flat hierarchies. So while I do manage a small team, I am not seen as a sort of manager. People come to me if they have questions, and it's the same with our IT experts. We don't have a system where one person is above the other. Simply, if someone has an issue, they can come to us and talk about it, and we're very open when it comes to effectively any topic. Going to my next page. Some of our customers, which I mentioned, big names such as A1, IBM, the ÖBB, and China Telecom are some of our bigger customers, as well as ZTE, if anyone has heard about them. We have about, I believe, between 50 and 70 active customers at the moment, in which we deploy our employees on a project basis. What does that mean? We employ our potential employees on a permanent basis with us, which means you are employed by Today Experts on a contract which does not have a set end date, and you are then deployed into a project with one of our customers, which might have an end date of a minimum of 6 months, but most projects that we work with are on an unending term as well. So it's until the IT expert decides that they no longer want to fill this role, that they can then decide to come to us and say, hey, I want to grow professionally, or I have had enough of this company and maybe we can go develop in another way, which we then facilitate, and we'll start looking for a different opportunity to grow both your skills, but also, example, your salary and what you're doing in general. One could switch from project management to being a Scrum Master, as an example. If that is a wish that someone has, we are very flexible, and we want to encourage that with our employees as well, because we feel that growth is the most important aspect in someone's career. And as long as we can facilitate that, we want to do that and develop our people as much as possible. Which brings me nicely through to my next point. We also encourage education of our potential employees. We have a budget for every single one of the people that work for us, between 3,000 and 5,000 euros every year to further develop yourself, in which you can choose yourself what you want to do. If your employer, if the company that we deploy you in decides that they want you to do a course, that would also go towards that, but that would obviously count as something that you've developed as well. But you can also come to us and say, I want to do an SQL course, even though you're a Scrum Master, as an example, just to get a better understanding of it, as we feel that the development is one of the most important things that someone can do. We currently have about 250 people working for us in different projects. Most of them are permanently employed by us. Some of them are on a freelancer basis. And about 90 of them are deployed with our biggest customer, which is the A1 telecom company, which we tend to focus around telecom as well. Obviously, I said we work with ZTE and China Telecom as well, but we also work with non-telecom companies like the IBM and ÖBB, as well as many other smaller companies like the Austrian Institute for Technology, as an example. Why would you decide to work for us? Obviously, some of the points I've mentioned already. We're very flexible. We have a wide array of different options available, which is why I don't want to go through a list of the roles that we have available right now. I encourage everyone to have a look at our website, or to just proactively send their CV either my way. You can find my email address on our website, or to the office address, and we can have a look if we've got anything interesting that we can deploy you into. And if not, then we can also offer to keep you in our database. And as soon as we do get something, then we will be in touch to deploy you into a potential role that might be very fitting for you. I mentioned earlier, we're very open in our communication. The best deal for you is the best deal for us as well. We want to make sure that you're as happy as possible. This is about your salary, as an example, but also the benefits that we offer, among which is the education that we offer. But on top of that, we also have multiple networking events every year. We offer custom benefits packages, which could include transport, such as a Klima ticket in Austria, or a company car after a while of working for us. If you've got some seniority and you need to travel for your work, for example, if you live outside of Vienna but work in Vienna, or you live in Vienna but need to work somewhere else in the country, or you just feel like you need the transport, we're open to discuss anything. All of our benefits packages are completely custom tailored for every single one of our employees, so we can make sure that they reach the exact things that they want to reach with their careers. Furthermore, obviously, after Corona hit, we've had a big different development in the way of working in home office, which is a thing that many of our experts now see as a basic demand, which we understand as well. So we try to offer it as much as possible. This is, of course, dependent on the project that someone would be deployed in, but this would always be discussed up front. And we can also use talk about that in negotiations with our clients, that to say that someone is not able to work on site as much as they might want them to. And that is one of the benefits of working with us, is we take over all of these negotiations and make sure that you get the best deal possible. Then a little bit about the process on our end. If you do decide to proactively send us a CV, or you find a position on our website that you might find interesting, then me or one of my colleagues will receive this CV. We will go through it. We will look through our list of potential projects that we currently have and see if you are a fit. If yes, we will invite you for a kind of a getting to know first interview. I don't like to call it an interview because it's more casual than that. It's trying to kind of get a feel for what you're looking to develop yourself into. And if we feel like we're a good fit for you, and you feel that we're a good fit for you as well, then we can further talk about deploying you into one of our projects. Of course, this would also include the salary negotiations, the availability. If someone wants to work part-time, we're open to that as well. So effectively, any negotiations that happen there. Second step would be, we would send your profile to the client that we want to deploy you into. This client would have a look at it and would let us know if there's an interest. And then if yes, there would follow a second technical interview where you would have to show your skills. We are generally against having to do a Prüfung, having to do an exam to get a job. So we try to avoid this. Obviously, some of our clients are very adamant about this, but if we can prevent it, we will, as we don't feel like these are necessarily a good indication of someone's skills, as these are very high pressure environments. So if someone can convince us and their client as well, they can discuss this with them, and we try to prevent the whole exam situation. Then obviously I told at the start that we work on a project basis, and that most of our projects take a very long time. Minimum duration is 6 months. Anything under that, we exclusively work with freelancers. If there is a project that has an end date, or our client tells us, hey, today experts, this project is going to end in December, then we will know in advance, and then we can start looking for a new project to deploy a potential employee into as well. And if there is any gap in that, then that is our responsibility, and we will keep paying the wage that we have agreed upon, and use that time for further education or anything in that direction. Then I think that is basically how we work. Again, my apologies for not having a nice presentation like Helga did. I'm seeing a couple questions come in. I think I'm happy to take any questions at this point as well. And I hope
we
I've
can
given
see
some
like
light to
there are
that.
many questions are coming. So yeah, if you like, I'm sharing here the link as well, so that people can reach out, right? Let me share here the website as well. Well, thank you so much, Timo, for these sharing these insights. Definitely, this will help our audience. And as I have already shared the website link as well, so feel free to visit todayexperts.com and visit to their career page and apply to the jobs that Timo mentioned here.
Of course, and please, like I said, also feel free to just proactively send us your CVs. We're very serious about really going through everything that we receive, and we can proactively look into seeing what would be a fit for someone that applies with us. I'm seeing one question in here already about entry-level positions. They're not as common with us. We do get them. but please just feel free to send them, and we can at least give you some feedback about what we think about your CV, for as an example. We're always open to support.
Thank you so much. I would like to add Helga here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Uh,
Was just replying to my first question. Was very focused, sorry.
okay, so would you like to answer like are there any internships or entry-level positions available for individuals in your company?
So how I was, because I was writing, in this moment specifically, we don't have really entry-level internship positions, but you have to understand that our numbers in terms of hirings are very high. So, and they change frequently, honestly. So my suggestion is, in any case, to continue to check on our website, the career website, so you can see when the position will open. In any case, the website is always updated, so you can find a real situation, let's say, there. And about specific benefits, perks, whatever, in terms of offers. So first, of course, we have a bonus that is related to the performance. The percentage of the bonus changed depending, of course, on the level. But I would like to say that it is a very, very good one. And honestly, thanks to God, how to say, but our business, reached the goal and normally reach the goal. So normally the bonus is a real bonus from this perspective. Of course, there are some, benefit that is linked with it's possible also to have a support if you have to be relocated, for example. We don't have company car normally, but it depends again on the level. So it's difficult to be very specific from this perspective. Then, of course, we have ticket restaurants, and we have, well, it's a list. So if you want after, I can send the list. I don't really remember by heart, but it's a very long list.
Well, thank you so much. And Timo, would you like to add anything any specific like benefit or perks that your company offers?
Yes, of course. I did already touch on it a little bit, and I said that our packages are custom tailored to the people that we work with. Considering we're a little bit smaller than the company Helga works for, as an example, we were able to be a little bit more flexible with this kind of thing. As a standard, we do offer a base package where we offer sports accounts. It's with My Clubs. I don't know if anyone here has heard about that before, with which you are able to go and do different sports activities all around Austria. As an example, in Vienna, which is where I live, where I've used it, I've been able to go to the gym with it. I've been able to rent a bike and go cycling on the Donauinsel. Been going to play tennis. Many different options. I already touched on the education budget that everyone receives that we work with. I've not touched completely on the events that we host. So I called them networking events. Basically, these happen between 4 and 6 times per year. We want to do them every season, where we get all of the people that work for us in different projects together. If they want to, it's an open invitation. They don't have to come, but usually we have a turnaround of about 50%, where people are able to kind of meet the other teams. So, for example, someone that works for us at ÖBB can meet someone who works for us at A1, and they can share ideas of how they work and maybe improve their own workflows and kind of work in that. At these events, we also cover all of the costs for food and drinks, and they usually go quite late into the night. So you can also imagine there is some party element to it as well. Other than that, like I said, the packages are custom made. I did mention a company car as well with us as well. That's something that's more available to someone who's a little more senior and has been with us for a little bit longer, or is coming in for a role that requires travel. Usually it would go for a slightly more senior role, and also someone would have to have been with us for 1 or 2 years before we can kind of move on to the point where someone can and receive a company car from us. But the system that we have for that is very good. We offer cars by the Volkswagen Group. So this includes Audi, Volkswagen, Skoda, Seat, and some other options. We tend to encourage electric vehicles, but if someone, until at least it's forbidden by European law in 2030 or 2035, I've lost track of it. Until that point, you can still decide for a diesel or a hybrid or a gas car as well. I think that's kind of how much I can say about it now. Obviously, I encourage everyone to send me an email with their CV, and we could discuss it more in an interview.
Well, thank you so much, Timo and Helga, both of you,
Yeah.
for joining this webinar today. And moving forward, I would like to mention jobs of our another exhibitor partner, ADMIRAL Technologies. They are hiring on positions such as Angular developer, cloud engineer, test automation engineer, and C developer. To apply on these positions, you can connect with their team by visiting the links that I'm sharing here. And also, I would like to mention our job positions from our another exhibitor partner, Kapsch, and they are hiring on software DevOps engineer and connected vehicle support expert. So to reach out to them, you can also visit this website. This is also our website, techjobworld.com. And yeah, so I think I would, at the end, I think to get more job opportunities, you can create your profile on our reverse recruitment platform, High Tech Talent as well. Our exhibitor companies, those who have participated in TechJobsFair Vienna event are hiring through this platform as well. And the beauty of this platform is that you don't have to apply to jobs. Here, jobs, or we can say companies will apply to you. Well, as a moderator of this fantastic webinar, I would like to thank each speaker for this insightful presentation and insights that provided us with detailed information about the exciting career opportunities within their organizations. I would like to thank all the participants as well for their active engagement. Thank you, everyone, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. See you. Bye.
Bye bye.